it's One Man Book Club.
Hey everyone, Dan here from One Man Book Club. It's great to see you. I know I've been out for a little bit. Things have gotten busy, new job and such. I want to remind you, head over to onemanbookclubshop.com to check out my book nerd merch. Tons of cool hoodies and sweatshirts and t-shirts over there. Love for you to check it out. Anyway, I'm super excited to share with you this really cool story. The Amazing Adventures of Kavalier and Clay. When I think of books like literature, this is literature. What a story. I mean, just when I think I'm a well-read guy, I stumble upon this book, like Michael Chabon's The Amazing Adventures of Kavalier and Clay. I've never heard of it before, but the cool title, the cool cover caught my eye, and it was an Amazon deal for $1.99, so I picked it up, and I'm glad I did. It's literature, I'm telling you. He's a master storyteller at his finest. In fact, it won the Pulitzer Prize for Best Fiction in 2001. So, anyway, what's it about? Well, it's set against the vibrant backdrop of New York City in 1939 as the long shadow of Hitler falls across Europe. It follows the lives of two Jewish cousins, Joseph Kavalier, a young escape artist and magician who flees Nazi-occupied Prague in Czechoslovakia and arrives on the doorstep of Sammy Clay, his Brooklyn-born cousin. Now, America is in the golden age of comic books, and Sammy is a writer with limited artistic talent, but he does see a way to cash in on the craze. Now, Joe, meanwhile, is an artist, and and Sammy's the entertainer. And together they form this partnership and embark on this extraordinary adventure deep into the heart of Manhattan and the burgeoning comic book industry. From their shared fears, dreams, and desires, they create The Escapist, a powerful superhero inspired by Joe's desperate desire to fight fascism and his struggle to rescue his family from Europe. Now, their rise in the comic book industry mirrors the Golden Age itself, exploring profound themes of artistic ambition, wartime trauma, Jewish identity, the power of storytelling, exile, and heroism. It's an epic tale spanning continents and eras, from the streets of Brooklyn to the top of the Empire State Building, carving out lives and careers as vivid as cyan and magenta ink. What did I think? Well, you could probably tell. This book is a monumental achievement. It's basically flawless in its construction. Every single sentence feels crafted with care, making it for just this really beautiful and absorbing reading experience. I loved the masterful melding of fact and fiction throughout the narrative. Even now, after finishing, I'm really not exactly sure which elements were real and which were Chabon's brilliant invention, and what this ambiguity between real and not kind of makes the magic of the story. These bonds between Joe and Sammy, these cousin geniuses, are at the heart of the story. Now, Joe's inability to save his family from Europe just drives his passion, while Sammy struggles with his own identity, particularly his homosexuality. Chabon is clearly a comic geek. He understands the medium at the DNA level. He brilliantly deconstructs what makes a good superhero. He showcases the raw energy and creativity of the early New York comic scene. He doesn't shy away from exposing the flaws, the schlock, the quick cash-in, the creators getting ripped off. The book highlights how comics, despite their massive sales, were often shunned and mocked as lurid trash for children. And even as Joe and Sam poured their hearts and souls into creating a new art form, they got the criticism on that. It's a love letter to escapism in general, to the comic book industry, and to superheroes specifically. It's a powerful story about finding and accepting an adoptive family, whether in a new country or the unlikely bonds of partnership. Now, if I could change anything, it would be the adult content. So sensitive readers, beware. The book features descriptive episodes of both straight and homosexual sexual activities. Beyond that, there's adult language throughout, excessive drinking and smoking, intense war violence. And while these elements contribute to the raw realism of the characters' lives in the wartime setting, I felt the sexual content was too much and unnecessary. It's not like it's every page, there's a couple scenes. The story takes its time, cinematic in scope. While the latter half delves into the characters' complex love lives, it also sort of feels like a departure for some readers. Now, the end really isn't an end either. It's more of a new beginning, which left me wanting more even after nearly 700 pages. So I mentioned that sensitive comment. There's significant sexual content between a man and a woman and a man and a man. Happens a couple of times. Adult language is throughout. Drinking, smoking, excessive drinking, war violence. Everyone smoked in that age. So anyway, should you read it? Go in expecting the adult content. Feel free to skip it if you want. You won't lose any part of the story. Outside of the challenging content, The Amazing Adventures of Kavalier and Clay is a landmark novel. It's a profound exploration of history, popular culture, and the immigrant experience all rolled into one book. So if you're prepared for those adult themes and appreciate intricate prose, rich historical detail, blend of realism and adventure, this is absolutely a must-read for you. Now, this dad says The Amazing Adventures of Kavalier and Clay is best for 18 and up. Happy reading, everyone.
Like and subscribe and check out womenbookclub.com.